Happy Tuesday and happy post Valentine's Day to a lot of you lovely couples that's out there. So I figured that I come to you guys today. Didn't really have much on the script today, but I wanted to pretty much come to you all. First of all, to see how everybody Valentine's Day went. And now, listen, one of the reasons why I decided to wait until Tuesday, which is number one, it's our normal day. But I know that there were a lot of couples who decided to celebrate Valentine's Day on yesterday because they wanted to avoid the crowd. So, big ups to y'all for keeping it safe. Now, let me go ahead and just jump right into it because I know that a lot of my followers are single women and single males. And so this episode is typically going to be catered to you all. But first and foremost, I wanted to check on y'all to see how y'all single folks are doing. Hey, Ebony, what's going on, lady? So, I got to come on here and talk to all my single people. First of all, I got to see how y'all doing. How did you cope with the Valentine's Day? Well, cope with Valentine's Day. I know for a lot of you all, it was probably your first Valentine's Day, spending it by yourself, and you was trying to really figure out what to do. So listen, do not beat yourself up if you were by yourself or if you couldn't really think of anything. This is going to be a process for everybody that is, joining the single world. It's hard. It's not as easy as it used to be when we were like in our 20s. And for some of you that's in your 20s, you really need to chill. But, for those of us that's kind of in the 30s, mid-30s, pushing 40, sometimes the pressure will, the pressure will get to you. But I am here to tell you all that you can make it and do not feel down because you didn't get to spend Valentine's Day with anybody. So anyway, let me just tell y'all what I did for Valentine's Day, all right? I worked on my business. What I did was I didn't do nothing. Now, I normally take my boys out or I'll treat myself to dinner. Like last year, I think it was like a movie that came out and I don't forgot which one. It was a photograph, I remember. And I took myself out to dinner and I went and I caught the movie. I did my hair. I got dressed up as if I was, getting a date because I do believe that, number one, you need to learn how to date yourself. That is number one. And you also need to learn how to be alone. A lot of times we get so consumed with having someone next to us to where we feel like we have to be with somebody. And that can sometimes, keep people in toxic relationships longer than what they really should be in. So I just want to tell you all that the journey will definitely get easier, but you just need to focus on your why and why you chose to, go after your personal goals, whatever they may be, and separate from whatever that previous relationship was that, wasn't adding to you. So I got my little cute little book that you guys will probably start seeing. And I like it because number one, it matched my background, it matched my pillows. But then two, it says, what she tackles, she conquers. So I'm going to be reading from my book. All right. So the first thing I want to talk about is backsliding. Now, before I get into the other part, I need you all, backsliders, and the backsliders are the ones that allowed the holiday to make them text their ex, their toxic ex that you had no business texting. I want you to reach out to me and tell me, how did it end? Did you all get back together? Did you feel like, okay, you know what? I didn't have nothing to do. He texted me. So I was like, heck, let me go ahead and or it can't hurt to go out with him. I just want you to know to be careful because the whole reason why you broke up with that person was simply because you wanted peace or whatever your why was. Sometimes you will allow things to make you forget about it. And this is not even about Valentine's Day. This is about birthdays or any other holiday that's going to make you think about that person. You need to really start thinking about yourself and understand that you deserve better than whatever it is that you got out of. Okay. And also remember that nothing in the past will ever show you anything new. Okay. It is called the past for a reason. So if you backslid to that ex, you need to kind of watch out and be careful is all I'm saying. And number two, if you did go out and you decided, okay, you know what, I went out, I probably shouldn't have, you need to block that person. One thing that I did to help me, just in case you're wondering, I blocked everybody that I knew, number one, I was going to probably get a text from, and that was going to try to get me out to redate me or to gain access to me. So I blocked everybody, and I blocked them on all social media posts. I block them on my cell phone. You can even block them on email, believe it or not. And yes, I've had, exes email me before in the past. So it does happen. But that is number one. It's going to be a really good tool to really keep you focused and keep those distractions from coming in your way. So again, backsliders, I ain't here to judge you, but I am here to tap you on your hand, okay? Because you know better and you deserve better. Now, for my other ladies that decided to, you know what, take this Valentine's Day on the chest and just realize that, you know what, even though it hurt, even though I'm sad, even though, I may have spent the days crying or that day crying, especially for those that may have newly broke up with somebody, I am proud of you. The journey will get better. It is never easier in the beginning. But what you will have to do is you are going to have to learn how to consume your time with things that is productive, which means write down your goals, write down your why. First of all, why did you decide to leave that relationship, and why are you choosing to start your journey as far as becoming or being better at self-care or self-love, and just making sure that you're F-boy proof, so that any type of F-boy that comes your way, you got enough discernment in you to block them and to push them away. And so that they're, number one, they can sense it. A lot of guys that, are F-boys, they can tell which women that they can play with and which ones that they can't play with. And some of them may even be bold and try to date you or try to holler at you anyway. But what I'm basically saying is I'm proud of you all for, using this holiday like what I did to get focused on your goals and to work on what it is that you are trying to do, because you're going to be a lot further than the ones that backslid. And again, this is no judgment to the ones that called their ex, because it happens. We've all done it. I've done it. Didn't work out. But sometimes you have to get that slap on the hand, or sometimes you have to get hurt and get tired enough to really recognize that, you know what, you deserve better. So anyway, I wanted to pretty much let you guys know that I am here for each and every one of you all when it comes to reaching your goals. And one of the main reasons why I started my brand is I wanted to mentor and coach a lot of women and men that are thinking that they're in this journey alone. I've been in this journey for, and it's embarrassing, but I will say about a year. And it's by choice, because I could have dated a lot of people, but I'm going to be honest with you. I recognize that there were a lot of things that I needed to deal with on my own, and a lot of healing that I needed to do myself. And so with recognizing what my traumas were and recognizing certain areas that I needed to heal in, I believe that it would not be fair for me to, indulge in a new relationship with trauma or with baggage. Okay. And so you need to also, while you're on this journey, recognize what are your triggers? What are some traumas that you may not have dealt with? Are you completely over your ex, and what is it going to take you to get over your ex? All of these should be broken down into steps. They should be broken down, or they should be written down as goals, but each of those goals should be broken down into steps. So if your goal is to, I want to learn how to love me more and learn how to, self-care, which is love me more, then you know that you're going to need to push out all of those distractions that keeps you from recognizing what you need to do to love on you more, and certain self-care tips. So I always talk about meditation and doing your affirmations, right? So that is basically speaking life over your situation. It's talking to yourself, and it's meditating. It's talking to God, really, because that's what I normally do. I write down. Looks like my video got interrupted. A call that came in. But what I started doing is I started to write down a lot of powerful messages and sayings to myself, like, I'm above and not beneath. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm a child of God. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Like, I start saying a lot of things. I will be in a relationship. I'm attracting my husband. Everything that it is that you want to do and that you want to attract to yourself, you need to start saying it to yourself. But you need to also start, again, writing them down as goals. Like, writing these goals down and writing the steps. And my job is to help you achieve those steps so that you can accomplish some goals and check it off your list. So, in closing, I just wanted to come to you all to tell you all how proud I am for those of you that were able to stick to, that journey without allowing this holiday to distract you. I want to tell you how proud I am for you to keep going, to do not lose sight of your why. Okay. And you certainly have me as, you know, your mentor, your coach, your motivation for any type of mishaps or questions that you may have. Understand that I've been through it. And if I have not been through it, trust me, I've helped many that has. All right. So lastly, just want to tell you guys, thank you all for tuning in, and make sure that you date responsibly, and be sure to check us out next Tuesday so that we can jump right into our new episode of a Relationships Exposed featuring our guest, The World According to Joe. And yeah, we're going to actually talk about some dating tips, not dating, but some relationship tips. All right. So I'll see you guys later.